So Veekee James was in trouble. Anyway, she's always in trouble. I don't know why anything that Veekee James does, there is a problem. So Veekee James was in trouble a few days ago. It's not up to a week now. Okay, because of something she said when she was advising her, I think her brother's wife, on her wedding day. And, the internet went agog, English, for people that speaks Veekee, they'll say the internet went agog. But before we continue, let me play the video so that you listen or so that you hear what she said. In fact, listen to what she said. And then when we come back, I'll give you my own thoughts. So that's the video.
More than enough. Yes. But just so that you will not think,
it's olden
days advice. Let me join. At least almost 1 year and 6 months experience in marriage.
Please, a round of applause.
She said, don't deny your husband sex. It's not denying. Sometimes you might be tired. Too tired that you cannot move. Truly, it's not as if you are angry. You are not angry. Because mommy said, no matter how you are angry, sometimes you are really tired. The last thing you want is for somebody to touch you. Some days, you will see that if you don't do that thing, you can go and die inside the bathroom. My sister, just like and hope me. You don't need to do any work. Just make the crooked way straight. That does not mean that some days you cannot be truly tired and say you are not doing it. You will know how you will say it. You will know how you will be person. There's how you will be person. He said, unless you will be wicked person. Okay, you will see that you are really tired, because the days when you are not so tired and you know that he really wants it, you always make sure that he's satisfied. You can never, ever compare your husband to any other man.
You heard it right? Did you listen to it? So if you're new on this channel, please subscribe to my channel. I haven't been here for a very long time. Yes, I've been working behind the scene, a little bit of rebranding. So let me introduce myself. I am Chioma Success Ojiwu. Okay, I am the owner of this channel, Chioma Media. I am a relationship therapist or counselor. I am an author. I am a writer. Okay, now I also just released my book, Men Are Not Scum, Your Ignorance Is. I'm going to leave the link in the description so that you can go and get a copy or set up. Praise the Lord. So let's get back to Veekee James. After watching that video the first time, and I saw the way people were, bashing her, I had to go back to the video and I listened to the video. Please, what did Veekee James say wrong? As far as I'm concerned, she said nothing wrong. And by the way, I am of the opinion that everybody who bashed her are her haters. Yes, I think I became aware of that video from one lady that was like, Veekee James is a pick-me, is a this, is a that, that we need to protect ladies from Veekee James. That was even what made me to go and look for the video. I'm like, what did she say that ladies need to be protected from her? And I hear her giving an advice, an honest, sincere, truthful advice. But you see, because you don't like her, she said something, boom, you didn't even listen. You didn't care to get her point of view. You ran, you took off. Veekee James did this, Veekee James did that. Now let me tell you something. Of the basic and major needs of men, I think between sex and respect, I don't even know which one men value more. They value these two things, but I don't know which they value more. But sex is among the major needs of men. Now, she was not giving that advice for you to enter marriage and become a slave. That was not what she meant. If you had even listened to her, just because you don't like her, if you had listened, you would hear when she said, man, this room is hot. Nigeria is always hot. You would hear when she said she's not, she's not saying that, there would be a time where you will not really be tired. There are those unique times where you can't really do anything. He would understand. But she's just saying that you should love him enough to want to fulfill that his need. She didn't say he should become a slave. She was just saying respect him enough or love him enough to want to sacrifice that time for him. It's not coming from a place of slavery. Then trust me, some feminists will hear it. How can you say I should give my body to a man even when I'm tired? How can you? That was not what she meant. For Christ's sake, when you're in a relationship with somebody, the love you have for that person, all you want to do is to satisfy the person. All you want to do is to please the person. That is the honest truth. Let's not say everything, okay, because there are things you will do for yourself, but most things you do, you want to do for this person because you love this person. When a man loves you, he gives you, which is money, protection, care and all that. When you as a woman love the man in turn, you want to give him sex, children, food. You also want to care for him. So she's not saying forget yourself. She's not saying disregard yourself. No. She's just saying that because you love this man, sometimes, not all the time, because if you listen to that video with your church mind, you're gonna hear where she said it. That is not like it's every time that this kind of thing will happen. No. But there are some times you look the man, you pity him. You say, bros, let's make the crooked way straight. Just to just to make him feel like the man that he is. It's not a wrong advice. For some other people, because you jammed Otari Coco in the name of boyfriend or husband, you are no longer together. When some of these advice come to people who are getting married or who are in marriage and should listen to this kind of advice to build their home, you start shouting. Who sent you message before? Did they send you? That you chop breakfast, whose fault is it? That you chop breakfast does not mean that the truth should not be told. She said the truth. I don't know why you are bashing her. She's a pick me, she's a this, she's a that. Since Veekee James married some you have lived. See, as a matter of fact, I even keep saying these days. If you know you don't like a person and they pop up on your timeline, scroll up. There is no need not even trying to listen, because some of you don't even watch. When people share videos, you don't even watch to the end. You don't listen to the end. Just one line you hear, it triggers ancient of days memories. You start reacting, you start boiling. If you know you don't like a person, scroll up. Once they pop up on your timeline like that, fear. Veekee James did not say anything wrong. Yes, she did not. She told you the truth and nothing but the truth. Just like a man gives you, even when it's not convenient for him, but because he loves you. Darling, please, I need money to buy wig. Even if it's not bone straight, our wig is wig, according to what he can afford. Baby, Bikon, I want to go and make my nails. Bikon, there's this shoe I saw. Bikon, let me buy now. Sometimes it's not convenient. If they look your account, that money with their account, he won't use and do something. But because he loves you, he brings out money and gives you. That is the same thing. He wants to marital, he wants to have a colonial with his wife. Yes, you may not be in the mood. You may be tired. But because of the love you have for him, some of those days you make the crooked way straight. That is it. When you love somebody, sometimes you compromise. Sometimes you make sacrifices. When you want to fulfill this need, sometimes it's coming from a place of empathy. That's what love is too. Love does not sympathize necessarily. It empathizes. What do we mean by empathy? It puts itself in another person's shoes. You will be able to love somebody correctly when you can put yourself in that person's shoes. That is what love is. So you're looking at this man and you're like, if I didn't, you sure I know I see they feel, I give up. That's how it is. But now one killer. on I won't kill him. I had to listen to that video like 3 times. She balanced it. It's not as if she just said, no, once it's that time, you must open your leg. No, she was not like that. She balanced it. Say it's not going to be like that all the time. But no, because you don't like her, you consider ranting. So I have told you, she didn't say anything long in my brother's voice. She didn't say anything wrong at all. So yes, with that few point of mine, now you can sabi. Please do not forget to subscribe. Click on the notification button. Like I said, I'm going to leave the link to my book in the description. Go and order your copy. Men are not scum. Your ignorance is. Au revoir. Until next time.